Hi, my name is Amy Ruth, and I will be talking about my Center for English Language Learners today. My center goes along with the book, The Gruffalo by Julia Donaldson. This center is for second grade, and it addresses the standard LAFS2 SL 2.4, and that states, tell a story or recount an experience with appropriate facts and relevant descriptive details, speaking audibly in coherent sentences, which I feel is a perfect standard to address with English as a second language learners during a center. So the first thing that they will do at their center is they will go to the listening area and they will listen to the story being read to them. Now, prior to this center, these students would have already been read the story to them in English by the teacher. And now during the center, it's their chance to listen to the story also in Spanish to make sure they have a good grasp on the story and the characters. And after the story is read to them, they will then have the chance to retell the story with their peers. They'll collaborate with them, and they'll use their character puppets to retell the story. So I've made these little puppets, one for each character. We have the owl, the mouse, of course, which is our main guy, the snake, the fox, and of course the Gruffalo. And they will use these little puppets to retell the story how they remember it. After they retell the story with their peers with the puppets, they will then complete a graphic organizer independently. It says, who did the mouse meet on his forest stroll? And they will write, who did they meet first, second, third, and fourth? They will have to recall the story. Think critically. First he met, second, third, fourth. They will have to draw a picture of the character and write the name of the character in each box. They are thinking critically because they have to develop an intellectual perseverance. The English is their second language. They have to be willing to think critically, even when it's difficult, even when there are obstacles. They have to persevere in thinking critically. In an article by Catherine McKnight about literacy centers, she talks about how beneficial graphic organizers are to students of all levels. She says, by integrating text and visual imagery, graphic organizers actively engage a wide variety of learners, including students with special needs and English language learners. So it's very beneficial for them to have that visual. Visuals are very beneficial when English is not their first language. That is why this center, after hearing the story in English, allows them to hear the story in their first language, gives them plenty of visual props to retell the story themselves, to develop that good speaking skills. So they'll be expected to do their best to act out the story in, as the standard states, audibly in coherent sentences. And then they also have that visual graphic organizer to help them along as well. Carl Dentz, Andrew Simkus, and Deborah Hamby, they all wrote an article together about the benefits of retelling stories. They say that retelling is a literacy and language enhancement strategy. It promotes reading comprehension skills and vocabulary skills, which English language learners really have to strive to comprehend that, to grasp those reading comprehension skills and gain a larger vocabulary. Susan Werner also writes about the importance of centers that allow ESL learners to take control of their own learning, which is why the center is so great, is because it allows them to use those props and think for themselves and take control of their learning by retelling the story in their own way. I have my rubric for this center. It is based on a 20-point scale. It has a spot for the student's name. It includes the name of the center, the Gruffalo story retelling for ELL level. It has the standard that's addressed in this center. It has the 4 aspects that they should do well on to receive a great grade on this center: listening skills, collaboration, their pictures, and their labels for the assignment. And once again, they earn however many out of a total of 20 points. I hope you enjoyed the Center for English Language Learners. Thank you.